Hello, dear students. This is Dr. Wang recording. This semester, I will be the instructor for your financial accounting class. This class is called Financial Accounting, and this is the most elementary accounting course you should take as a business major and also as an accounting major. In this class, we will learn the basic accounting practices as well as the techniques that professionals are using in this accounting industry. My full name is Sun Wang, and I was born and brought up in China. I have a PhD degree in finance, and right now I'm employed as an assistant professor of finance at St. Xavier University. This university is a Catholic university located in Chicago, United States. Right here, I'm showing you my credentials, and this is a report from the Chicago Tribune, which is the most important newspaper in America. That report says I am an economist and also a speaker of Economic Summit event jointly organized by the Federal Reserve Bank of the United States or the Central Bank of the US. So my part-time job is to teach accounting class, and also my full job is a researcher and a scholar. And I'm also a certified economist. Right here gives a more detailed introduction about my academic background. This is my email address, and also my biography is listed here. I received a doctoral degree from University of Central Florida. It's in Orlando, Florida. And also I received my master's degree in applied economics from University of North Dakota. North Dakota is a very cold place. And also in my career at St. Xavier University, I have been teaching international finance, managerial finance, and also Excel applications in finance. My research focus include short selling in the stock market, initial public offering, corporate restructuring, product market, and so on. Also, I have this many publications, and these are all published in top-ranked journals in the discipline of finance. As you can see from the topics of the papers, those are my specialty in research. So as a scholar, as a professor, teaching is not all part of my job. A significant part of my job is defined by research. And here it shows the conference attendance for me in the past several years. So I have numerous papers that are accepted by regional, national, and international conferences across the world. All right, so for more details, you can check my school website. It's St. Xavier University, and search my name. Also, I'm a director for the Center for Study of Financial Markets and Derivatives. And this center is designed for conducting research and helping students learn the real world better in the financial profession. And also, this center holds a student managed hedge fund, which holds a certain amount of money for the students to manage, hopefully to get a higher return and a lower risk. This center is funded with a sponsorship from the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, which is the largest financial exchange market around the world. All right. Also, I have written a book in Chinese for those of you who can read Mandarin. So this is the name of my book. It's called The Logic of a Crisis. And here is my introduction in the Chinese language together with my co-author of writing this book. All right, so that's enough introduction for me. And let me just go to the syllabus of this course. This course is a 4-credit course, which will require you some more work than a regular 3-credit course. And the course description is stated as the following. The course aims to provide you, the students, with a fundamental understanding of U.S. generally accepted accounting principles, also called GAAP. And in this accounting rule, we will cover financial accounting environment, the accounting system, internal control over assets and liabilities as well as equity, and also components of a financial statements, which include income statement, the balance sheet, and the statement of cash flows. And also, I will teach you how to conduct financial analysis, construct financial ratios based on the information in the financial statements, and that will be at the end of this course. The course will provide you a comprehensive understanding of the elements in financial statements. And for certain separate chapters covered in this course, we're going to study separately items such as cash, account receivables, inventory, plant, property and equipment, liabilities, owner's equity, so on and so forth. And most importantly, we will cover the construction of a statement of cash flows. Why is that important? Because cash is the most important and most valuable liquid assets for a company to hold. And right here, it tells you the required textbook. Okay, it's called Fundamental Accounting Principles by John Wild, Ken Stahl, and Barbara Chipetta. The edition here is a 23rd, which was issued about several years ago. So right here is the textbook information in Amazon. So you can get an idea what your textbook looks like. Having a textbook is important for your success in this class. Because when I prepare for this course, I have nothing else to hold on except this textbook. The PowerPoints, the assignments, and the quizzes, tests are all coming from materials and the topics in this textbook. Well, it does not matter whether you have a newer edition, which could be the 25th, 26th edition, issued in 2017 or 18. It does not matter if you have an elder edition, which is issued before 2013. Because the materials, the words, the context does not change much. So if you have a electronic version of the textbook, that is also okay with me. So that's about the textbook. For prerequisites, since this is an elementary level for accounting class, there's no official prerequisites, but I do expect you to have some basic mathematical skills so you can perform the calculation in accounting. And also, I expect you to have some basic knowledge of using computers, because nowadays, all the information of accounting is collected and consolidated in a computer background. In particular, I would like you to use a lot of Excel, which is a Microsoft software, to work on our accounting problems. So being able to using Excel, that's very important to your success of this class. What is the goal for having this course? So the learning outcome of this course after you take this class, and you should be able to acquire some knowledge, be able to get some techniques. So you will be able to demonstrate the knowledge and a comprehension of a financial accounting. And you will know what the general accounting rule is, which is your GAAP to follow. And you will serve as accountant, okay? You will be able to serve as an accountant, okay? And with the job of identify, measure, and record transactions that is related with the daily activities of a firm. And based on these transactions, you should be able to prepare the journal entries, make the great general ledger, prepare trial balance, and also produce financial statements. You should also be able to produce financial accounting information, and not only for internal use, for the CFOs or CEOs or treasurer controllers, these internal managers of a firm, but also for external investors, such as a bank as lenders or stockholders as equity investors. Them are the external investors of the company, and they will look at the financial statements to see whether the company is in a good shape for its financial health or is under financial distress. Upon evaluating the quality of the firm, they will make investment decisions. okay? And their investment decision is very important to support the company's long-term operation. And also, we should address a lot of ethical issues. In accounting, there could be a lot of crimes like investment, corruption, cooking books, hiding debts. So these wrong behaviors and crimes would be prevented if the accountants have learned enough knowledge and also have trained enough on the ethical side. So we will stand by the ethical code for conducting accounting. And also we should have the basic skill to detect fraud and human errors and mistakes that could possibly embedded in our daily operation of accounting, which would safeguard the assets of our company. And then last but not least, you should be able to analyze financial statements for the purpose to decide whether the firm should take more capital expenditure, expend more, or should take a more conservative position by not investing too much money. That's for the course goals. And here you have the course hours. This is a summer course which should last for 5 weeks. And right here, I divide this summer course into 25 sessions in total. And it says each session is about 2 hours. However, since it's arranged online, in total, you should expect 15 hours of video lectures, the first one being this one. Okay, so each video clip would last for 15 minutes. So there should be 60 videos for you to watch for the 15-hour video period. And the course schedule is arranged as the following. So these are the chapters that will be covered. I'm not going to spend time to read all the chapter names or go over the title and content of each chapter. Just let you know, this course will cover from chapter 1 all the way to chapter 17. And chapter 17 and chapter 16 would be the most important and also most complicated and the toughest chapter. So we will spend more time on these 2 chapters. And for some earlier chapters, like chapter 10 and 11, the content is relatively thin, and we will spend a little less time for those chapters. But this schedule would give you a pretty good idea of what you should study for this entire course. You may also have noticed that there are quizzes being assigned in the middle of the semester. So in total, you have 5 quizzes and 3 assignments. And that comes to our grading policy here. 5% of your total grade is determined by your in-class participation. Although this is an online class, I also expect you to fully participate. So what kind of activities you should participate? For example, online discussions. I could raise a topic and ask you guys to give your input. And not only you give input of your own idea, but also you should listen to other people's input and put your response on the same platform. And also we will interact as the entire class online. It's just not in the classroom. So that's your class participation. And also you will have 5 quizzes, as I mentioned above. Each takes 3% of your grade, so total 15%. Each assignment is 15% of, is 5% of your grade. In total, that's 15%. And you will have 2 tests, and each test is 25% of your grade. One is a midterm, one is final. And then you will do a final accounting project, which is a very comprehensive coverage for the accounting topics we learned in all those chapters. And that project will take 15% of your grade. For certain assignments, I will require you to use Excel to do it, and I will post videos to teach you how to use Excel to finish those assignments step by step. Just pay close attention to the video I'm about to post. My grading policy is just like other professors. If you get a 90% or above, you will get an A. Between 80 to 89, you will get a B, so on and so forth. If you get a below 60, you will get a fail. And I could possibly curve depending on the situation. For example, if you get an 89.4, well, if I round it, it will be 89, right? But I can give you an A if you have shown enough effort, involvement in the class, and make good progress from the beginning of the semester until the end of the semester. Just be aware, if I help certain students for their grade, the same curve would be applied to everybody to ensure class integrity. Talking about integrity, I fully expect your honesty for this class. And my policy is just in accordance with the academic policy of a Fengjia University. So you should be honest in all of your academic coursework and activities. So there should be no cheating in assignments or quizzes and no copying without citing. And you should do your work by yourself without the help of others. Okay, so if there's any misconduct or cheating behavior discovered, there will be consequence. And for certain consequences, the punishment would be severe. Just be aware of that. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, and I'm more accessible through emails. If I scroll up, you will see my email address is swang@sxu.com, and SXU stands for St. Xavier University. Thank you so much, and I look forward to having you guys in the new semester.